working overtime. The witness, the police, the pigs, I don't eat swine. Son of Jacob, this biblical, my flow, the holy God. Save money ground up in the gutter where they found us. Stones in the faint mouth rush. More vacays, more bucks, more race, more foreign trucks, more on a tour bus, more pour cup. Toast to the winners, throw it up.
Juicy, what a drums at.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level.
It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Buffalo Bills and the Los Angeles Chargers. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Allen going to look to throw on the first play. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Allen. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
On play action, Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Not something you see very often from the quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Running on first down, Eckler. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the 50, here's Herbert. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Right back to Singletary on second down. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The slot man in motion right. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. Calling no gain there, and it brings forth a third and long.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On third down, they go with Singletary. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charge. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
From the 27, Herbert. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Justin Herbert looking to pass. A big play there for LA. 41 yards.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that were happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll give this to Singletary running right. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They run with Hines, and he stopped immediately there. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 33. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
In motion, the tight end. Now it's Hines. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped it. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's Allen to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hines. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So on fourth down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit. He made his first attempt at this from 45. The kick by Bass is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Adderley, he's going to hold on to this one. A touchback, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these. He's got a man. Complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Herbert back to the air. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this is caught by Williams. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards on the play.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape for 1st and goal.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Herbert now. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. 31 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together and maybe get into field goal range. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now it's Herbert. Looking Austin Eckler's way again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Herbert And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
To the air again, Herbert. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. From the 10. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he goes out right around the 39. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. A shotgun snap for Herbert. That is caught. It's Williams. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 35-yard line. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn in.
And now here's another interception. Monte Nicholson picks it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun, Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Herbert throwing again. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 43. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Again, Herbert.
33-yard line.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
They snap it to Herbert. And It's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers, and the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And the tight end goes in motion left. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Right back to Singletary on second down. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. From midfield, here's Allen. The left side caught by Diggs. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Allen running right on the option. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Give Singletary right side. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Singletary trying the left side. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They run here with Singletary. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bills are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Chargers 7. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And there is a lot of shock in the stadium. The top seed, the favorites, really getting handled thus far in this divisional round and getting close to a disappointing one-and-done scenario in these playoffs. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got Allen. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Herbert on 1st down now. Give him another one right back to Allen. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
19 more yards.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Touchdown! Mike Williams, 27 yards. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They attempted to fade to the back corner of the end zone unsuccessfully. And I've been with you long enough, Brandon. I know that's not one of your favorite calls.
Well, it's interesting. Before working with you, I always viewed that as you're just taking away space and you're trapping yourself in a corner. But you actually have told me they're trying to create space where space is not.
Yeah, it's really a weird deal, isn't it? But you've got to just move that defender inside to create that separation and that little bit of space where there just isn't much.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now 1st downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Singletary again. And some room to maneuver. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
36, Chargers 13. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a first. He's got him, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. On first down, it's Herbert. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert over the middle, complete. It's Williams. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 28. Back to throw here, Herbert. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
To the air again, Herbert. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game.
Chargers 21.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's got some space here. Oh, he shifts past him. 159 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And that run has to be so deflating for the defense. They needed the stop. That might put the icing on the cake.
Perfect word for it, because when an offense grinds a defense down and kind of takes their heart from them, and you see them start to sag, no better feeling for the team running the football.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down, because in college football, the clock stops with every first down. It actually aids the defense in that situation.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it out the road, out the curve, out the block. I was already sold, out of work by 10 o'clock. Was it deep in the streets, heard that baby, the mental lock. Whenever she calls, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a 2, I paid it out the football. Tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket coupe, one for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof.